around Greg age.
You're 19? Yeah. I just turned 14.
Wow, happy birthday.
Thanks for watching Slice of SciFi. I'm Noah Richmond.
And I'm Daren Goldsby.
We are reviewing The Disaster Artist, which is a celebration of the making of what some people consider to be the worst film of all time. Of course, we've heard that about Plan 9 from Outer Space. We've also heard that about Troll 2. But this is definitely a movie that has its place in that very special canon of films, and that is the movie The Room. And one of these films that's gained a cult following because of how absolutely dreadful, but at the same time captivatingly entertaining. And unlike those other two films that I mentioned, this one has actually attracted like a Rocky Horror Picture style cult following, where people are coming to midnight screenings and they're bringing spoons and throwing them at the screen and having
Having a hell of a time.
Right. So it really is this film that's become this phenomenon, but there's this really interesting backstory about how the movie came to be. Basically, one of the you had a person who funded the Room. He had the money, decided to write, produce, direct, and act in with no experience, no real idea of what he was doing. And then his partner, who he brought in to work on this, wound up writing a book about the experience, because he is such a colorful character. Tommy Wiseau, the director that gave the world The Room, the movie. And so this is the film about that, how that came to be.
I mean, it actually is quite amazing that we've never seen something quite like this. Like, why haven't they done this for the Rocky Horror Picture Show? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, for me, the Room is kind of like you were saying. It's this generation's
Rocky Horror
Picture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching it in the around 2005. You know, a bootleg of it, and I was captivated from then on. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know there was a book written about it until I saw the trailer for James Franco, you know, doing this mockumentary or whatever you want to call it, you know. But Jesus, that was awesome. Man, I was one of those persons. I've never been to see a screener or see the movie playing in a theater, The Room. Right. But it would definitely be interesting and enjoyable to watch it with a group of people that, you know, were acting along and whatnot.
Right.
That would be fun, man.
Right. Anyway, so this film is really a celebration of filmmaking. It's amazing that it's how the worst movie in the world came to be, but it's really about the passion behind making a movie and the letting the world, you know, having the whole world tell you can't do this, you'll never be able to get this done, and still having that persistence. And something about that kind of sincerity and that kind of drive and that kind of insanity behind it, somehow you wind up with this end product that it is the worst thing ever made, but it's what everybody just loves it.
You know, it's interesting because when you hear him interviewed about it, he still kind of defends it in his own voice, because he,
Sure.
You know, to him, that's what makes the movie more kind of captivating, because he thinks it's. But you know, I mean, that's kind of cool. It's like if somebody sings karaoke and they think, "Oh, I nailed it, man." Right. But really, they were singing in a key of C when the song was in D. And so, I mean, again, it's being subject of everything, but subjective. But I just think for this character, and I think he's so interesting to watch and listen and to hear him.
Yeah.
And it's like a train wreck you just can't stop watching. And it's almost more endearing, though, to see it, how it was kind of brought in, and James Franco really became Tommy. And unbelievable, his transformation. And so he was really believable. I mean, everything about the way he acted, you can tell that he was really loving this whole role in the movie, and every person involved with it. It seemed like every friend of James Franco was in it, including his brother. But,
Right.
but they all did a wonderful job with this.
It really it's a solid film. It's a lot of fun. If you've seen The Room, you'll have an extra appreciation. But if you've never seen it, I think it really spells it out for you. Kind of gives you a good feel of what it's about that
I do think
draws people to the movie.
I do think they're going to be the prudes that are going to be sitting there and just like don't get it. And that's understandable. But I think James Franco, framed it in such a way that it should at least let you understand what this is all about, and just present it what it is. And especially with the way the movie ends, I thought that was awesome. And unfortunately, we saw this the day after watching Justice League, and so 2 different movies, of course, but it was one where you had one experience was kind of uncomfortable, and the other was pure joy.
Yeah.
I had a blast for
Right.
through and through, and and the first thing I did when I got home is I fired up and I looked for The Room. It's just I don't know what it is, man. It's like you couldn't make something that bad if you tried. And I think that's kind of why we kind of identify with somebody in that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, I would say that we give Disaster Artist 2 thumbs up.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you for watching Slice of SciFi.